This is quite amazing. They have a train museum featuring all these old early locomotives. So this is a Zen garden, a paid Zen garden, meaning it's not free admission to enter, which is good because there's nobody here. But it's quite beautiful. And they have a lot of these throughout the country. These things take decades to put together and build and engineer. It's really an art form in Japan. It's like a living painting, as I like to call it. But yeah, really enjoying this experience. So I believe this is called the Sensoji, and this is one of the most famous temples in Tokyo. Take a look at some of the carvings. So yeah, this really sets the tone for the city of old Tokyo. Guys, don't forget to comment in the video. Don't forget to hit that comment. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think if you guys have been here. What your experience was like. It's kind of like the guardians at the gate. And then that's the main temple right here. So really amazing. Really feels like Japan. Definitely my favorite part of Tokyo. This is the entrance to the temple. And then on the right you can see Tokyo Sky Tree. This is a pretty well-known tower. Never been to the top, but yeah, basically this place is comprised of a lot of antique stores, shops, restaurants, you know, mostly mom and pop businesses, which I like, unlike, you know, New York or in America where everything is like chain stores. It's cool to see old world, like individual businesses that are small businesses, artisans shops and things of that nature. So a lot of that you'll see in Asia in general. You know, it seems like in the US everything's just a freaking franchise. So this is one of the things that draws me here, is I like seeing unique things and food and everything just different. I mean, in many ways a lot of it's the same, but for me it's different. You know, if you look at the red bean cakes and darumas and collectible things, but yeah, a lot of cool stuff. Main thing is the food. I like to try individual small business type of stuff. But yeah, you just keep walking down this way and it's mostly food and gifts and things of that, and then you go off to the side streets and you've got some cool stuff as well. So, but yeah, this is like the main thoroughfare of the city of Asakusa. It's not my first time here, but first time filming it. But yeah, I'm definitely a fan of this area. This is the old Tokyo that really doesn't exist anymore. You don't really have this kind of this atmosphere around Tokyo. The old Edo, they would call it. Chopsticks, you know, get your own chopsticks. Cool bracelets as well. What I like is a lot of this stuff, it's not like mass-produced shit. It's like they'll make stuff that's like handmade. Stuff like this. The cats. Yeah, guys, so the last video was actually at a match. That was a UFC match where there was a lot of mixed martial arts stuff going on. But we just cut directly over to, this is old Edo, Tokyo, old neighborhood. This is the old city. You see a lot of, you know, small places to get souvenirs and food like that. But yeah, this is the old Tokyo. I always liked it. I always thought it was a cool place to visit. What are they selling here? They got, I don't know. But yeah, there's always a lot of tourists in this area from around Asia and stuff like that. So I'm just checking it out today. Thanks guys for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Make sure you guys stay tuned for more clips. I like this, pretty cool. Authentic Japanese stuff. But yeah, this is the old Tokyo, not the new Tokyo. So approaching the castle. Trying to zoom in a little bit. So this is the city of Himeji, one of the best restored castles in Japan. UNESCO World Heritage Site. Castle's straight ahead, about 3 or 4 football fields away. I'm gonna take a tour of it. Took about an hour and a half from Osaka. There's about 30,000 castles apparently in Japan still standing. So this is the bamboo forest, which is in Kyoto, and yeah, quite a bit of tourists over here. Got a few temples. Tenri-ji Temple. So they have some temples back here, but yeah, this is the bamboo forest, which is pretty awesome. Are a lot of people, but you know, that's what happens when you travel. But yeah, this place is cool. It's definitely something worth seeing in Japan. Should. So this is a beautiful view of Kyoto. Mountains in the background. Yeah, it's quite something. River right here. Yeah, this is pretty much one of the nicest sections of Kyoto. It has a lot of the mountain views, river stream, and little hotel lodges, hotels, and of course the monkey park up there. So monkey park section. It's got a lot more tourists than I've noticed last time I came here in 2017, but still a beautiful place. So you just see the monkeys pretty much in the wild. On top of the house here. Just everywhere. Climbing along the trail to see the monkey park. Very steep. I mean, you fall down here, you're pretty much dead. But this is a tourist attraction, and the monkeys are wild. So you see them right on the trail. Quite beautiful scenery in Kyoto. Go to this monkey park. Climb up to the top of the mountain to see the monkeys. So here we have the Imperial Palace in Kyoto, and quite a beautiful space. You know, it's a major tourist attraction in Kyoto. Apparently it's free to walk in because they didn't charge an admission fee, but definitely worth the trip. It closes pretty early. It closes at like 3:30. So there's a limited amount of time to come see it. It takes time to get up to Kyoto. But you can see the really beautiful details in some of these structures. And even the plant life, I mean the trees and the atmosphere is just really Zen-like. All right, so this is the Kuramon market, which is the oldest 200-year-old plus market in Osaka. So we're in Japan now. But yeah, basically you can see most of its interior, a lot of fish, you know, fish market. And you can get fresh tuna, you get seafood, you can get mostly seafood. You can see all these guys setting up for the day. It's pretty early in the morning right now, but this place is bustling. Kuramon Market in Osaka. So this is a real authentic Japanese kind of experience. Especially down that way, you get all the Kobe beef, crab legs, tuna. All the stuff is down that way. And this is where you get the tuna. Very good tuna. It's best in the city. Best in the city. I think I'll get some now. So right here is one of the big temples for, I believe, meditation training. And you can see right here, it's quite interesting. See if I could zoom in. There you go. But yeah, it's a big temple, and Buddhist monks come here to train, to meditate. see the name of the temple. But yeah, we're back here. I mean, last time we left off, we were in Cambodia, left. Now I'm back in Thailand. So this temple was founded in 1962. Wat Daman Kol Tao Bunyan Wihan. So I can't really pronounce it, but there's about 37,000 temples. You know, we have in the U.S., you know, our various religions and churches, as we call them. And then here they have temples, Buddhist temples. So it's all pretty much the same. I mean, you know, it's interesting if you compare like different religions and you notice that they have similarities, you know, with certain practices. It looks like they're renovating the roof a little bit. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Some dogs. It looks like there's some wild dogs here on the street. This looks like a mud. And got a little mud back here. But yeah, it's a different world. You know, Thailand is not the same as Cambodia. You know, Cambodia is definitely poverty stricken, and you know, not to say that there isn't poverty. There's plenty in Thailand, of course, but you know, it's pretty hardcore in Cambodia. So you know, it's like an active Buddhist temple, and you can see some like condominiums out front on the main road next to the, I guess it's like their subway system. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, all in all, you know, Thailand's pretty cool. Interesting place, different world. Definitely different than when I grew up in. But at the end of the day, it's, you know, the same thing, just different styles, you know. We got our religions, they got theirs, and you know, everybody has a different level of spirituality that they follow. There's a lot of interesting similarities between all the religions anyway. Like these guys dedicate their lives to meditation, and you know, meditation is technically apparently pretty good for you, so I'd like to practice doing it a little more if I can. Helps you get your mind in the right place, I guess. Nobody's perfect, though. We're all human. So this is the in Phnom Penh, where they sell fruit on the street, and wholesale, I guess, kind of like the wholesale market. Selling snakes, they got chickens, they got pretty much basic stuff. Did see some snakes, live fish, lobster, shrimp, a lot of seafood. Meat hanging, I wouldn't mess with the meat. Meat hanging without a refrigerator does not seem very good. I would not mess with that. But yeah, plenty of vegetables. People cutting up the vegetables. Life in Cambodia. We could go in there. See the real Cambodia. Oh, sorry. Well, it's mostly junk. You know. So yeah, these are the cells. The ones downstairs are brick, but about the same size. And this is where they would keep people. See how tiny the cells are, hot. Everything was kept in the original condition. I guess they got the holes to throw in whatever food ration they got. Pretty brutal. So this is one of the cells and where they keep people. And you can see a picture, clearly he's dead. Pretty hateful place. Looks like a cracked out hotel you would see in some city. I wonder what happened here. This guy is also dead. So pretty graphic, yeah. Original photographs they don't hide the bodies, usually the pictures of the bodies, which is usually what modern museums do. So I like how they just keep it real. Here's another person that is appears to also be dead. Here's the bed where you would be chained to the bed. And yeah, pretty awful. So this is S21 inside. There's 4 of these buildings. And yeah, pretty much the same thing in here. And this is a person, this is extremely graphic. This person is just, it's pretty unbelievable. So pretty much every cell has the same thing. It has a picture of the victim and the room they stayed in, and bars on the window. And horror hotel, that's pretty much what it was. So now we're walking the outskirts of the notorious S21 prison. This was a place of torture and execution and pretty much every horror imaginable. And yeah, this was a prison camp. It's called S21. And about to go inside and check it out here in Cambodia, Phnom Penh. But this is S21 right here. Just looking for the entrance right now. Try to find our way in. But it looks sort of like an apartment complex. You can see the barbed wire. Oh, other side? Okay. So, the S21, he said to go the other way, but yeah, wow. Just a lot of barbed wire. And there's even barbed wire to where you can't climb over. So they made it so it's pretty difficult to climb over. So if you were to climb over this, you would have to climb through like 6 or 7 layers of barbed wire here. So you'd fall between this and then you'd fall down even further. So you can see rusted barbed wire everywhere. So people would just get mangled in this trying to escape. And then I'm sure if they would probably shoot you as well and punish you for trying to escape. So pretty fucking scary. S21, here we go, genocide. Entrance right here. This is one of the sides. Absolutely fucking horrible place. This is probably the original entrance where they took the prisoners. One of them. So for those who don't know, Cambodia is famous for the mass execution of about, I was told by a Cambodian, 3 million. It says on the internet 2 million, but yeah, babies, women, children. They would pick up a baby with 2 feet and hit it against a tree. So that just gives you an idea of the brutality of the regime. So, and unbelievable. But that was communism. That was the Red Party. And this is the entrance right here. So we're gonna go inside and get a ticket and see this place. So walking in Cambodia still. And yeah, basically a lot of these little tiny stores selling, you know, motorcycle parts, engines, cafes, soup, stuff like that. The whole city looks like this, the entire city. So there's nothing really like, oh, there's a glitzy part. There aren't really any glitzy sections like you see in Bangkok, where you have Siam Square and stuff like that. It's basically just all run down. Now, one of the things, Cambodia is known for cheap labor, so H&M and big companies like that use countries like this to get cheap labor. So that's one of the reasons why, you know, it stays this way, is they need the labor for these big, gigantic companies to capitalize off labor to make more money. So you see everything's just run down and poor. But there is modern developments because there's foreign money that buys apartments here and stuff like that. So you have Chinese buyers and people buying property. But food is good. Food is definitely, Cambodian food is good. Not the street food. Street food is not really enticing. And actually, I've even seen insects and snakes that are barbecued, which is pretty disgusting. But you know, I guess you got to do what you got to do. I wouldn't eat the street food ever. But I did try the Cambodian, like a high-end place. And I did eat street food technically with the grilled chicken at the one on a side tour, but it was decent quality chicken. So that's pretty much what you're gonna see. So this is the it's quite a beautiful view actually of nature, but the reality is that some of the signs are so graphic they even describe what the bodies looked like. You know, headless bodies, 166 headless bodies, and were found in this spot, and this, you know, people were tortured here. So yeah, I mean, well, it's a really attractive, beautiful nature. You know, this was a place where they designated for exterminating a lot of people in pretty recent times, 1970s. So yeah, pretty gruesome. And it says right here, there's a sign, it says deep water. Deep water. So yeah, it's pretty deep. Wonder what kind of fish are in the water. Yeah, pretty morbid place, but people should know about it. And this was a mass grave, 450 people right in that spot. And then you can see the hills here, these ditches. Various weapons were used to not use ammunition because they didn't want to waste bullets, they said. So they would just use different pickaxes, shovels, things like that, hammers. And then this is the remains of the victims. They keep it inside this little temple. You can see the sign, it says 1 million people were killed under the genocidal Pol Pot regime. And it just goes all the way up to the top. And that's just a small amount. These fields are everywhere, so they just lead people out here and then execute them. So this is the museum of the genocide. This was the killing fields of Cambodia. Is the entrance. And inside here, there's a lot of skulls. Millions of people died here. A few tourists around. It's a pretty big place. Here, this way. So yeah, this is an example. That's what happens when you ride in a tuk-tuk. Bumpy road. Crazy. Taking a walk along the river. See some of these river boats here. They're gonna light up at night, so I'll come back and check that out. And yeah, just passed by looked like a little temple. People were praying. Some river boats here. Looks like they have like a little restaurant. The water is brown. I guess it's just a very muddy river. I guess this is some sort of hotel. A little overcast day, very brown. So this is actually the entrance to the Royal Palace. You can see it looks like 1953, 2023, and then you see some pictures from the days of communism, and then you've got the current leadership and the family, royal families. It's a kingdom. Pretty beautiful decor, really interesting. Unfortunately, it's closed, so can't go inside. But it's interesting to see from the outside. Definitely worth checking out. And then over there is the Mekong Delta or River. But yeah, pretty sparse over here. There's really no tourists. But I guess that makes it more interesting. There's another shot of the palace. Right here, walking behind me, a lot of pigeons, a little breeze. So right here they've got this park. This is inside. We're in Phnom Penh in Cambodia. Just taking a look here. It's definitely poor. It's extremely poor here, and you get the vibe that you always got to watch your back. It is a beautiful, interesting place, especially this artwork and statues. But you do have a vibe here that there's a lot of desperation and poverty, definitely. But it's really interesting. It's very Wild West country. It's definitely low on tourism. A lot of people hitting you up on the street, asking for money, asking for help, asking for offering services, tours, tuk-tuks, cabs, stuff like that, hustlers. But yeah, about to go check out the palace, and then the next thing is the killing fields, which is the famous camps, the death camps from the 70s. Local streets, local apartment. So here in Cambodia, this is Cambodia, Phnom Penh Library. It's pretty amazing, actually pretty cool building. Looks a little bit different than the ones you see in Thailand. So they have a distinctive look to them. Some statues in the front. Another elephant statue. Pretty cool looking building. So we got a little nighttime view for you guys. Chinatown at night in Bangkok. Same, pretty much as wild as it was during the daytime. Little tuk-tuk over here. Yeah, pretty touristy out here though, honestly. Not really my thing. It's really ridiculous when it comes to the people's obsession with Chinatown. Alright. But, you know, it is, I guess it's interesting. A lot of cheap food. You know, stuff like that. Shark fin soup. Shark fin steak. Dumplings. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, I'd rather be on the other side of the street. I'd rather cross over. It's kind of ridiculous to walk through this. Really nothing I'm gonna buy here, so I already had my shark fin soup, my endangered shark fin soup. Kidding. All right. There we go. Gotta find a bike to get home. Looking for a motorcycle. Yeah. I guess let's try to cross over that way. Oh, damn. Oh, it's a red light. It's a red light. So just checking out this temple. I was burning some incense, I think. Go take a little tour. Feels good to take your shoes off anyway. So another really nice temple. I mean, this one is stunning right here. This one is really nice. Trying to do a little zoom for you guys. But yeah, look at that. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. Stunning, stunning. See the whole street. And then across the street over this way, we'll go check out the, as a matter of fact. So that's pretty cool. That's, this is a super old sign. Definitely, I would say 1950s, 60s era, especially the red sign. It says shark's fin and bird's nest. Chinatown Scala. I wonder what Scala means, but that sign is definitely from the 50s. And it looks like an old Chinese restaurant from back in the day. So it's a shark fin, and as a matter of fact, why don't we try to cross the street and not die? So this is a shark fin restaurant. This is where you get shark fin, which, you know, honestly, I'm not too crazy about this because sharks are becoming endangered. So yeah, it's shark fin. But now you know where all the endangered species are going. This place has been around since 1951. And they got pig, they got shark. They want 3, 4, and 5,000 baht for the shark fin soups. This is very popular because women believe that collagen comes from shark fin and it's gonna make you look younger. That's why people eat shark fin. Now you can see the shark fin here in the kitchen. Looks like they're preparing it. Yeah. So I figure you would have seen some sharks hanging out back there. What's this? A lot of weird foods. Shady looking folks. Yeah, one thing about Bangkok I will say is there's definitely some sketchy characters around, like from the West. Look at this fish. So one of the biggest, they have what's called a whale shark in Thailand. It's one of the biggest shark species in the world. Chinese food. So. Fried stuff. I don't really like fried food, but plenty of it. What? So it's a Michelin rated food stand. That's interesting. Michelin rated. I wonder if that's real. I guess it is. These guys are famous for eating fried. I don't know what it is. I guess it's a dessert. It's coconut custard, so you dip that in a custard. It's a fried dessert, and you dip it in one of the custard. They have green tea and they have regular custard. I mean, get one. Chinatown, folks. Pretty. It's quite the Chinatown. It looks. You feel like you're going back in time, definitely. It's pretty cool. I don't see this being around in the next 30 years, but hey, it's cool to see now. They'll probably demolish this in the next 20 years. I mean, most likely, but this is old Bangkok. So he's gonna order some of this. definitely a decent number of tourists. Probably be cool to see this at night. See, it's pretty much. Oh, look at that lobsters. Look at those. But look at the size of that.
Holy shit. Imagine we get one of those. Look. Tell me that's not
Oh, they cook it for you right here. Oh, man. I mean, it's pretty fucking chaotic out here, but, oh, look at that. So you get a lobster, and then the guy's going to grill it right here for you. So, hey, not a bad deal. Look at that. That's an exotic-looking lobster. I mean, that thing looks like pretty damn nice. All right, watch out. He's cutting it open. Wow. It's not like those little shitty lobsters we're used to eating, right? Look at the size of that thing. Thing's a fucking beast. Well, this is definitely worth coming back for.
I would come back to this.
I would get the lobster. You know? So everybody's pretty well fed over here.
This I would want to come back to.
I would do the lobster. I would do the grilled lobster for sure. I mean, this place is chaos, but it's definitely chaos out here. But it's interesting, you know. It's got a barbecue grills all over the place, you know. What the fuck is that? That's a fucking cockroach.
They ain't grow that big, huh?
Well, that's what the World Economic Forum wants us to eat by 2030. They want to ban meat, and they want us to own nothing and be happy and eat crickets, and you will own nothing and be happy. All right, let's walk. Should we go down this dark street? No, boring. All right, I guess go back. So yeah, interesting street, definitely. I mean, I'm disgusted that they're actually eating cockroaches, but holy shit. I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. Looks like they got intestines on the grill. The lobster, though, yeah, I'll definitely say the lobster looks legit. Like, that looks like a lobster I would eat. Like, that's like a five-star restaurant doesn't even have lobsters that look like that. Look at this motherfucker cooking on the grill. Man, look at that. Oh, that looks good. I gotta say, man, that looks good. Oh, he's gonna do a little, he's gonna torch it up. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Hooking it up. Well, I wonder how much that cost. I guess they have the prices over here. Now he's getting a seasoning on it. Yeah, this is the real deal. He's got all the seasoning. This guy doing a little stir fry. Look at again what the lobster looks like. Wow. All right, that's pretty fucking wild. Look at these crabs. Got some crabs over here. That's the best thing I've seen. That's the best thing, right? Like, that's the best shit. They have dried fruit. They have, you know, duck.
And that's the one I get.
They got a little pomegranate juice right here. Pretty damn cheap too. It's like 50, not even a quarter. Yeah. So yeah, in America, pomegranate juice is gonna run you a pretty penny. Why the hell is my device so hot? Oh.
You know what I would do?
What?
Pomegranates, I would you can have
You know my device is very hot. It's strange. So yeah, Chinatown in Thailand. Gotta mix it, you know, there's some tourists in here, there's some locals.